Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of SevTech. How are you guys doing today? How's life? You might notice that I have been slightly busy in between the episodes and we have plenty of metals. Placing them down makes them look cool, but it's not very functional. So what is the plan for today? Well, the plan is we need to get into Abyssalcraft. Our main goal is to go to the Beneath in order to get the ores we need in order to progress. The thing is, we need to do a ritual from Abyssalcraft. We also need to get into blood magic, but that should be relatively easy. I'm guessing the first thing that we need to start crafting is a Necronomicon. And for that we're going to need a plant cloth, some corallium flesh and some rotten flesh. And we can have a Necronomicon. Very good. We also need to get a few statues of the gods in order to get some PE in order to activate the ritual, and this is why we needed the Necronomicon. The recipe for the statues of the gods has been changed in this mod pack, and basically what we need to do is to get a decorative statue and then upgrade it using Shoggoth flesh. So Abyssalcraft in this mod pack is relatively easy, and since we have to deal with Shoggoths, I made extra pieces of armor. We are also going to require monolith stone, and if I'm not wrong, we can get it from there, right? It's a Shoggoth lair, but I think the biomass dries up, so there should not be any Shoggoths inside. There are. I was wrong. I thought they dry up. They don't have that much health. That's nice. I should not have done this next to our base. It's not very good. Yeah, we have 9 pieces, that's not bad. I personally think that it's not a very good idea to irritate the Shoggoths right next to our home. So I did find another Shoggoth lair this way. We're going to go there, get the monolith stone, get the flesh, and go back home. Oh, we can sleep here. Nice. The thing is, I saw a structure over here, and I think it's going to have useful stuff for us. Oh, there are people inside. You are a librarian. Well, it was not incredibly useful, but I got the thatch. I like thatch. If I'm not wrong, we have found what we need. Oh, there's coal over there. Hello, how are you? Oh, there's a statue in the middle. That's good. There are times that we have to be slightly realistic. I don't think there is any way in the world I can get to that statue. Maybe there is. Yeah, I guess I have to be realistic because there's no way I can get in. They keep spawning and it's very difficult to get rid of them. Hello. We have what we need. We have 1 stack of Shoggoth flesh and 11 monolith stone. That should be more than enough. Although, I can get some coal. It wasn't a very huge vein, but we did manage to get almost 2 stacks of coal. The thing is, I think the biomass dried up and I think we can just take the statue. Yes, we run. I just ran into a pack of wolves and they're still following me and my horse is not here. So I have a bad feeling he's no longer with us. I don't know what makes me more upset, losing the horse or losing the saddle. Oh, these are nice. Actually, we did not lose the horse. He fell in a river. Nice! The first episode of this series went out last night and I had time to go through some of your comments, and it seems I can repair my tools. Oh yeah, that is really good. Can I do the same with armor? No. I think another item that we're going to need is corallium gem, and for that we need to find corallium ore, and it only spawns in oceans and swamps. So far I have not seen a swamp, but I'm guessing we go north and see what we will find. Going that far to the north was not a very wise decision because apparently in this mod pack, the further north you go, the colder the climate becomes. So basically, there's no swamp, but there is snow. I think that should be a swamp, yes? Yeah, that should be a swamp. Well, it is a swamp because first off, we do have piranhas, and secondly, we have the altar from Between Lands. And just in case, we're going to mark it. I'm using the prospector, but there's nothing of interest. Oh, corallium ore, 1. This prospector is weird. It says it's this way? Fine. Yes, it was here. To be incredibly honest with you, it's actually not that much. We need 9 in order to make 1 gem, and we have only 23. It is going to be enough for what we're going to do, but I'm thinking maybe we're going to need more of that, and I don't really want to come back here. More corallium. Very good. This might not sound very important to some of you guys, but when I was down there, I heard explosions, and explosions in a swamp means that there is a high chance that there is a pool of antimatter down there. I'm not exactly sure if we are going to need antimatter or not, but it's good to know that we have access to it. It's so nice that there are so many animals here. We can get a lot of food, we can get a lot of leather. It's nice. The only question is, where did I put my horse? I think I left him here. That biome that you see over there is from a mod called Traverse, and I love it. And I think that is the mod which lets you to have a realistic terrain generation. Oh, we need that. We are so far away from home. It's gonna take hours. It didn't take 2 hours, but it took like 10 minutes. Anyway, I saw this in the JEI, and I want to see what it does. It's just a plant. Will you kill me? Yes. Can I break you? Yes. What if we push the pig? Huh, I was expecting this to be far more useful, it's not. Anyway, let us get back to the main task at hand. We need to craft a statue of a god. We already got the decorative statue, and with this, we can convert it into the real statue. The thing is, making the decorative statues is not difficult at all. All we need is a die, some clay, and some monolith stone. Cause I think the more statues we have, the faster we can gather PE. Oh, we're going to require another shadow gem. Uh-oh. If I hold the Necronomicon in my hand, those statues should start beaming PE? Yes, so gathering 1000 like this is going to be really irritating. We have to go and find the shadow gem. On episode 1 I said that we're never going to visit that dark land ever again, and this is the 3rd time that I have to go there. And I have been there so many times that I even remember the entire way. I think they destroyed my raft. This is not the first time that I have lost my raft, you might notice from that old crafting table, and I think we can just craft another one over here if we have some string, which thankfully I have my knife. You cannot make it with olives, but you can make it with oak, so we're fine. We arrived on time and all we need is some shadow creatures. Okay, we have a big guy. Let's go for him, because this time we have some armor. He's almost dead. Yes, he's dead. And I'm also dying, but it's fine. Are we in a hole? Whoops! That was close. The main question is, did we get the gem? No. Is it here? Yes. We have 3. That is very good. If we manage to find a big guy, I think we should be fine for a while. Yes, he's over there. I think we should sleep to get rid of the other mobs, cause I have a feeling that those guys don't take sun damage. Why do I have weakness and slowness? He's being greedy, but it's fine. We have it. We have 5 shadow gems, and I consider that a success. We go home. I had to go and gather some more monolith stone, but I think now we have everything we're going to need. And what we're going to need is an energy pedestal. So for the moment, you're going to go over there. Necronomicon goes on top. I also stole some pillars, so we can have 3 statues. I think if we use this method in order to generate PE, gods will be slightly pissed off, and maybe we will also get some shadow creatures over here, and I don't have to travel 2000 blocks. And I would like to remind you that we did all of that in order to make the portal to the beneath, which is also going to require a demonic will, so we need to make some rudimentary snares, which has a very weird recipe. It's going to require ash and tin. I was going to say that we need to wait for nighttime, but luckily there are mobs down here. Yes, we have a demonic will. Very good. Oh, this is salt. Interesting. Yeah, creepers are not very good candidates. We have 4 pieces of demonic will, and I think that is enough. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. Actually, it's not that bad, because we get shadow gems. Maybe? Yes. Will you also drop a demonic will? No. More of them spawned. Okay. Uh-oh. We're gonna die. By some miracle, I'm still alive. I think we just take the book. It's not worth it. We have what we need anyway. So in order to make the beneath teleporter, we're also going to require something called a blank teleporter, and that is going to require an apprentice blood orb. So I would assume we first need to make a blood altar, and we are going to use our most garbage demonic will, which is this one. So for the moment, you go over there. Then we are going to need a sharp bone. With some bronze, it should give us the sacrificial dagger. So can we gather some blood? Yes. One more problem that we have, this is a block of bronze, is that in order to make the weak blood orb, we're either going to require diamonds, which we don't have, or this guy, which is going to require a casting table. So basically what all of that means is that we're going to need more porcelain, which if you combine it with the fact that we're going to need a lot of blood for our altar over there, it's not very good for our food. I honestly hope that this guy is not going to require a cast. Oh, you don't? Nice. So if we put you over there, will you give me a blood orb? Yes, we have it. So let's make one of these incense altars as well. Why did you fall down? So that our blood is not wasted. We are going to need the apprentice blood orb, because that is the one we need to use in the recipe of the blank teleporter. At least that's what I'm assuming? Yeah, which is going to require a corallium pearl, which we have, but we need to upgrade our altar. I have to make a very small confession, I was not expecting this pack to get so brutal so early. And you should also remember that we are doing all of this just to get to the beneath. Basically, this does not guarantee that we're going to be successful in the beneath. I think this is going to be the last one, we just need a few pieces of stone. Yes, this will be tier 2. So we're going to need 5000 LP in order to make the apprentice blood orb. And this guy has a capacity of 10,000, so I think we should have enough. And you go on top. We also need a black dye. And I think you would count. We need 1 bronze block, 1 copper, and 1 tin. And the apprentice orb is also ready. So can we make the blank teleporter? No, you need a corallium pearl. Can we make it now? Yes. Very good. Now we need to prepare the altar. This is going to be the center, 4 blocks on every direction and 4 more over here. I think that's the one. These are 2 blocks, this is 1 block, and if we use our book, it should form. Yes, hold shift. The blank teleporter goes in the center. We're also going to require a dark oak fence gate, and thankfully I did find the dark oak forest when we were traveling to the north, and since I was checking for this recipe, I already took the dark oak. And I'm hoping that I also brought saplings, yes. The fence goes over there, coal dust, gunpowder, demonic wheel, and we need 4 monolith stone. And if I'm not wrong, this should be the ritual? Let us try that. Yes! Portal to the beneath. This is our portal to heaven, cause we will get iron. I was thinking that maybe instead of starting a new base, we just try to revitalize the village. So I'm not going to destroy any more buildings, and I think we're going to use one of these huts in order to have our portal. Yeah, this one is a 3x3, so it makes sense. This quest is not complete because we actually have to go to the beneath. I need to get some food, cause we ran out. I have prepared some food, I have repaired our tools, I also made a copper boot because we lost our bronze boot and we didn't have any bronze plates, so I had to make it out of copper. And generally speaking, I think we should be ready in order to go to the beneath. And can we make some ropes? I just want to see if it's going to be useful. Yeah, it is. It's not very safe. Just before we go to the beneath, I noticed that I said 2 very confusing statements. One of them was that we're going to get iron in the beneath. No, we're not going to get iron, we're going to get aquamarine and quartz. But those will help us to finish this age, and hopefully in the next one we will have iron. And the second statement was that we're going to revitalize the village and we're going to make it our base. By revitalizing the village, I did not say that we're going to put a door over here or a glass pane over here and call it a day. We're going to actually make buildings over here, but in a form of a village. And I already forgot where is my portal. Oh, it's here. Okay. See you on the other side. It is very dark. Okay, good thing we brought ropes. But we're not gonna make it that far down. Yeah, I realized we're going to need some scaffolding. So which side looks closer? I would say that side. I mean, technically we could have used the rope, but the thing is, we take damage from darkness in the beneath, so I'm guessing before we get down, we're going to die. Yes, we have a bridge. Very good. Did I bring my atlas? Will it even work? Oh, this is black quartz. That's what we need. For aquamarine, we have to search the top of the caves. What caves? I think logic dictates that we go down first and then think what we should do. Well, I did find a cave over here. Maybe there's something inside. I did bring enough material to make extra torches, so we should be fine. Cause I did find another cave. And the reason that I'm being very cautious is that the mobs in the beneath are much stronger than the mobs in the overworld, so I don't want to get killed. More black quartz, that is good. Am I not understanding this correctly? It says travel to the beneath dimension and search the top of the caves for aquamarine ore. This is a cave and there's nothing up there. There's nothing up here as well. I have a very crazy idea, but I'm not even sure if it's correct or not. The thing is, we spawned over there and on top of the beneath there should be an open area, and I think they mean that we have to find aquamarine over there. Maybe. The problem is getting over there. Oh, we are there. Hello. We also have a prospector, so that should help us a little bit. Maybe. Can we find any aquamarine? Oh yeah, I found something. Aquamarine 2. The question is, how far up should I go? I just had to do a very rough calculation. It seems that we're going to need 4 aquamarine in order to make the astral tome, because you need 1 for the parchment. And we're going to need 4 for the luminous crafting table. Yes, we have found it. It's not that far. We are carrying a lot of garbage. We don't need you, we don't need you, and we don't need you. We need you. So will this vein give me like 8 pieces and then we're done? It seems so. We got 16 pieces. Perfect. We don't have anything else to do, we can just go home. This was my most successful journey of the day. We have everything we need. I think I finally understood what makes this pack super grindy. The thing is, you're going to need so many stuff from so many different locations that after 10 times you're like, what am I doing with my life? Are these guys dry? So can I pick it up? Oh, you need a pickaxe. Basically, this is going to be one of our building blocks, but anyway, I did notice that in order to finish this age, we need to make the luminous crafting table, right? But first, we need to get some parchment. For the parchment, we're going to need mulberry sheet, which after a bunch of crafting, you get to mulberry bark. And how do you get a bark? you're going to need a saw. Although technically we just need parchment, the astral tome and the luminous crafting table to finish this age, we still need to make gearboxes, mills, windmills and axles and everything so that we can operate a saw. And I would assume that is going to be the grindy part. You are my horse. And everything which I just said depends if we manage to find that specific tree. In the JEI it was written that you can find it in any biome. Oh, that's a wolf. We have bones. Do you like me? Yes. You come with me. As I was saying, it was written in the JEI that the tree can spawn in any biome. Are you the one? No. But I have not seen any extraordinary trees. Maybe except that one. You are from Primal Core, but you're not the one. It's okay, we don't have to finish everything in one day, we can focus on the things we have and then get the rest next episode. So where do we stand? We need to start processing the black quartz, and you are going to do that for me, right? Yes. Good boy. We also need to process some bronze because we need a lot of plates. I'm also thinking that we're going to start with a windmill, and for that we're going to need a lot of hemp. We have some, but it's not enough, obviously. Yes, we have 6 pieces and we need 6 pieces per wind sail. Uh-oh. I have been grinding like crazy for the past hour, and so far we're only missing 6 hemp fibers in order to make a windmill, and I regret my decision of not making a hemp farm, because this would have been less of a grind. But in any case, we're going to have our windmill. There you go. Also, I noticed that we're going to need to make a lot of wooden gearboxes, and for that we're going to need a lot of wooden gears. What is the recipe for a wooden gear? We're going to need buffalo tooth. I killed most of my buffaloes, then I noticed that a new recipe has been unlocked using a glue, which is going to require a cauldron, and that is literally the easiest thing that we can craft. I'm guessing the only thing that you're going to need is rotten flesh, right? It's going to be super slow, but it is fine. Oh, and by the way, I did grind down all of our black quartz, and now we just have to smelt it. Okay, so we're going to start by making an axle, and this is why we needed the black quartz, and then we make some gears, and finally one gearbox. Okay, we do have a gearbox, we have a windmill, and we have 2 axles, so we should be able to set it up. And I was thinking we are going to use the church as our windmill, but since we absolutely need to have the chime in order to turn off the windmill when it's raining, I was thinking we make the saw as well. I'm just incredibly confused. What did I do with most of my rotten flesh? Did I eat it? It does not have to be rotten flesh, it can be anything. And we have a lot of these, and each of them will give us 1 glue. In order to make the saw, we're going to need the leather belt, which does not have a complicated recipe, and we can just make it. Then we're also going to require 3 copper gear, which is essentially upgraded stone gear. Ladies and gentlemen, after hours of crafting, I present to you a saw. It's an amazing block, it will chop down wood. Ooh. So how do we want to set it up? I'm actually thinking maybe we put it up here. Maybe we can put the gearbox over here at the axle, and I'm not sure if we can put the windmill. It has to be an area of 13 by 13. What's blocking you? Okay, now we know what was blocking it. That roof. So I'm guessing what we can do is that we can put 1 axle over there, and then can we just put you over there? Yes. Actually, that was a very stupid move because now we cannot use it. Yeah, we put it over here and you chop down wood. Very good. That is a creeper next to my home. Nice. Anyway, in order to turn it off, I think we can just put the chime over here and it should turn off whenever it's windy. Yes, it does turn off. Do you remember that creeper inside this house? Hi. It happened, finally. We didn't lose anything, we even have our chests over here, but yeah, we don't have a wall. Which is perfectly okay because next episode we have to rearrange everything. This windmill has to come to this side, we have to remove this roof, and I'm going to move into this house. I think next episode we should be able to advance to the next age, and I'm hoping that we will get access to iron, because then we can start making this place look nice. Anyway guys, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.